Hey guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. In this particular video, we are going to be reacting to the Thomas Müller interview that he did do. So yeah, big up to everybody. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. That's what we're going to be doing, like I said. Make sure if you haven't already, please do smash the thumbs up, comment, subscribe, check out the socials, all that good stuff. I've just done the time of recording this. It's 2:21 in the morning. But I've just done 2 videos with Zia, Ahmad, whatever you want to call him, Zia Talks. Make sure you go check him out as always. Yeah, without further ado, we are going to get into this video. So if we go like here, like so, let me make this just a little bit smaller so you can read what it's saying. Actually, you know what? We'll just do the normal. We'll do the normal, and we'll put a full screen. We don't need to be messing around with this. Bonk. Put that full screen. Let's change the thingy-mabobby to there so we can read it. And without further ado, let's get into it. So if we scroll all the way to the top, so Thomas Müller in the Bundesliga interview that he did do, basically he spoke about facing Leverkusen, which obviously the preview will be out. We've got another video that we're going to be doing on that as well. Obviously the streams and fan cams and everything will come. But yeah, let's talk. He said both teams are among the most exciting in the Bundesliga. Internationally, I believe is what he said. Bayern have been the biggest German team for many years, yet Leverkusen were able to topple us last season. You have to tip the hat to them. They broke records, but it is less about the records and more about the way they surpassed them. Given how Leverkusen play, the individual players they have, and how they operate as a team, you know that every meeting with them will be really tough, which I agree with. Not only can they play good football, but they can also suffer. They never give up. The amount of late goals they score is crazy. Cheating. Whenever they need something, they knock at the door until someone opens, and there always seem to be someone who can provide that critical moment in their team. It means that's why I think this match will be exciting until the very end. 1000%, 1 gazillion%. But let's just hope we don't get screwed over because of them. And this referee, if you haven't seen who's reffing it, yeah, we're going to be in for a night if he decides to make the game about him. You know, and I don't agree with necessarily dissing referees. Obviously, the Madrid game and this and that, blah blah blah. But I'm not a crybaby like the Arsenal lot are. Let's put it that way. Let's continue though. Then he said, what is the key to success against Leverkusen? He said, we can approach this game in many ways. For example, should we concentrate on stopping their key players, or should we focus on ourselves, our own tactics, and we instead look to dominate the opponent? As a team, we will use the remaining hours and days to work on our strategy, with there being no midweek game. Both teams have no excuses. 1000%. Like if we go and put in a stinker, I'm gonna be fuming because there is no excuse. Maybe you shouldn't have drunk too much beer at the fucking Oktoberfest then, dipshit. You know what I mean? Like, just saying how it fucking is. Whatever though. So yeah, it says, and we therefore have had plenty time to prepare. The two teams are in good form and have already scored many goals. For a neutral perspective, that's what we want to see, of course. I would be down for us finding the back of the net more often than them, obviously. Then he was asked to what extent is the fact that Leverkusen become German champions last season an additional motivation. He said, yes, we are more motivated this year than last year. When it wasn't working, we were not bothered. You can't impret, I believe is what it says, that as there being less motivation, but we always had enough. Honestly, there has never been a season in recent years, other than the Suktupu campaign under Hansi Flick, where we were really satisfied with our overall performance. Still, the motivation was always there, just on a different level. The only thing I would say to that, I don't think he's wrong. I'm not saying he's lying or any of that, blah, blah, blah. The only thing I would say to that personally is, under Thomas Tuchel, what do you expect? Thomas Tuchel plays this crappy football no one wants to watch. Yeah, Chelsea fans can jerk all they want about him, but realistically, does any fan want to watch that shit? Because I tell you straight up from me, I do not want to watch that shit ever, 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 ever again. You know what I mean? And Vincent Kompany will be scrutinized if he goes to do such a thing. Does that make any sense? So, yeah, for me personally, yeah, I don't want to see that. I really, really, really don't want to see that. So, hey ho, it is what it is. Let's continue. Then he was asked on how he rates individual players' performances this season so far. He said generally good. Personally, I'm in a good mood, and although I haven't picked up too many minutes so far, I'm still been involved in every game. I have tried to use the time I get as well as possible, both for my team and for myself. As an attacking player, you want that feeling of scoring or assisting a goal and just making the most of every single second. But if I'm for attacking positions, we have 8, 9, even 10 candidates who each have different qualities and that can contribute. 1000% I agree. The competition never sleeps, which again, I 100% agree. You know what I mean? And that's why, you know, it just is what it is. This ruthless game, absolutely ruthless game. Just the football business as a whole, even the YouTube business. You know what I mean? It's a ruthless game. Everybody is all in it for themselves. They actually generally are. But, you know, there's some good people in it, by the way. I'm not shitting on anyone. But as a whole, and that just is what it is. You know what I mean? He said, I am still in a good mood and we have a lot of important weeks up ahead. It's just really fun right now. And then he was asked, as someone, you know, being the team's veteran, you have a special status in the squad as an example for the younger players. How do you fulfill this role? He says, I have this status not because I was given it, but because I fulfill every role, no matter what it is, with passion. Bosh. That should be a mic drop now. Yeah, this is the thing straight away before I even read the rest of it. And to be honest, I do need to hurry up because I need to go to sleep because I'm fudged. Thomas Müller is an ultimate professional. He's not in it like number 19 for money. He's not in it for ego and all of this and all of that. Cool. Does he have an ego? Most likely. Most men in general, and women of course, but most men in general, that alpha, oh, look, I'm a big, hard, strong man, blah, blah, blah. Everyone has an ego. You know what I mean? So, you know, and he's got ridiculous amount of money and this and that, but he is Mr. Bayern, without a doubt. You know what I mean? Obviously, he was a fan, then played for us for a ridiculous amount of games. Obviously, he has the record now. He's Mr. Bayern, so he's always going to do it, 100%. But he does say, I want to influence my teammates naturally and as positively as I can, because that is the best for both me and the team. When you approach a younger player, it's clear that you want to help them perform better so they can realise their potential. Well, I would like for him to go and do that to Leroy Sané then, because Leroy Sané has not hit his potential. Not a chance. I know he got injured at Man City and everything, but this is the same guy that puts in a 5 out of 5 every single game. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. But anyway, whatever. And then obviously to contribute to the overall success. It is therefore obvious for me to do that. But I also know that not everyone has the capability to take care of others while also focusing on their own game. Also, perhaps some others are not confident enough to share the information with the others. That's why I try to remove everybody's reservations a bit. So he's just trying to basically be that guy. Then, wow, this is going to be a long video. Smash the damn thumbs up if you haven't already. please do. Then he was asked, you have broken many records in the Bundesliga and have now played more games for Bayern than anyone else in history. How does it feel to have reached such a milestone? He said it's nice and it's the reward for the hard work you put in. I didn't expect it when you start out. You don't expect to have a 15-year career at the absolute highest level. You can't plan each step along the way. In hindsight, I'm glad that I've managed to stay at this level for so long, because I know how much work it is behind it. However, while I could easily sit and reflect on it, that doesn't help me tomorrow or in the next training session. You are always looking for the next adrenaline kick, which you can usually find at the Allianz, at a full-packed Allianz Arena, in a game that gets feisty. That's what you really work for, what you have to achieve, and is nice. But what's coming is more interesting, 1000%. And again, like I was saying about this game being ruthless, that is also true in the fact that you get for me, for instance, on the Bayern View, and probably for Zero as well, you get your video out, and then it's on to the next thing. That's just life, you know what I mean? Especially with the content creator and football as a whole. Once the game's over, we can sit, we can talk about it, go through dialogue, could we do better here, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But realistically, you'll then have to focus on the next game. Once this Bayer Leverkusen game is over, we've got to focus on Villa. There's no point like dwelling on that. Obviously, I'm really hoping we're going to win. Don't get it twisted, but hey ho, it is what it is. Then he was asked, is there a particular record in your career that you still want to achieve? He said, no, there's no record that I am aiming for. For me, it's not about records, but about us playing well. Right now, I have a contract until the end of next season, so I want to try and squeeze everything out of myself until then. After that, I don't know what I want or what the club wants. I see this again, Mr. Bayern. Motherfucker just said what I want and what the club wants. Of course, but most people are going to be like, yeah, I've got this contract. I want to fulfill it. I want to do this. I want to do that. But let's see what I want. You know what I mean? Not what the club wants. This is the thing. Then he goes on to say, I don't even want it to even enter my focus at the moment. Normally, we as humans think about what's next. Exactly what I just said. It is, however, a different situation when you are at the tail of your end of your career. Plus, I have strong connections with this place. Then he goes on to say that the training ground is my living room. I have been coming here almost every day since 2000, which is nuts, by the way, because I was born in 98. So I was 2. That's bonkers. Then he goes on to say that's why it probably looks like I'm enjoying it, but I'm not taking it easy. I don't really know what the future holds, but that doesn't interest me right now. I'm just trying to enjoy the moment and do my part. Then I need a drink, mate. Where's my bloody drink? I wasn't expecting to speak for so long. How long is this video? 13 minutes. Damn. Smash the thumbs up, people. Hit the damn subscribe button. Let's continue. Yeah, I can't have my voice going. So yeah, let's continue. So then he spoke about Harry Kane. He said he's a goal scorer, and there are not many who can match his numbers. I'm not and it's not a coincidence. Rather, it's because he has that ability to put himself in the right positions and find the back of the net. Okay. Love you, Thomas Müller. You're an absolute icon. The only thing I would say is tell Harry Kane to stay in the damn fucking box, because he scored 36 goals in a shitty defensive team. So if he could score 36 goals in the league for a shitty Bayern Munich team that is defensively fucking known because Thomas Tuchel's smelly ass, then under Vincent Kompany, who wants to attack, he needs to be getting more goals and he needs to be staying in the box. Anyway, let's continue. He said Harry is a brutal finisher. He's 2-footed and his shots are just so powerful. His attempts are good from a technique point of view, but also from a tactical one. He knows where to place them and which type of shot to fire off. He doesn't just smash it, but instead places the ball with precision and speed into the corners that goalkeepers just can't save. Again, I've been saying this for the longest time and I got laughed at. Harry Kane is one of the best strikers of all time. Has he won anything? No. Do you want to laugh at Spurs, the big golden cock on top of the stadium? Yeah, laugh all you want. But at the same time, if you look at the player himself, the fact that he can score, he can create, he can header, both feet, generally one of the best strikers of all time. Generally, and people will laugh at me like that because you've got R9, you've got Cruyff, you've got Puskas, so on and so forth. But it just is. It just generally is. But anyway, let's continue. Then he goes on to say he obviously knows how to get goals, so it doesn't seem unbelievable to me. But at the same time, it's great to see how regularly he can rely on his finishing qualities, 1000%. And then the last thing he was asked is Harry Kane the best striker you played with? Now, of course, that's a bait question. He's played with Mario Mandzukic, he's played with Pizarro, he's played with Mario Gomez, he's played with Robert Lewandowski being the main one, and I generally thought and think that's what he's being asked here. He's not going to fall for the bait. This guy's way too intelligent for that shit. So he said, it's not about being the best. I was asked many times in my career about my favorite pizza or my favorite food. That's all nonsense. You can ask which striker fits with the teammates, what's the best fit for this particular opponent. But the best overall, it doesn't work like that. When you compare top strikers, everyone is a bit different. Bosh. Yes. One may be a better dribbler than another maybe have more pace. There are surely players who are better in those aspects than Harry. But in terms of finishing, with both feet and his head, there's no one better. He is at the very top. Otherwise, though there are a lot of brilliant strikers who bring qualities, that's just how it is. And we're going to end with that picture as well, which is a brilliant picture of them celebrating together. It just is what it is, man. It is what it is. People will laugh at me for saying that, and I've just blocked my face. Great. People will laugh at me for saying that, but it's generally true. It generally is true. Anyway, I need to end this damn video. It's currently 2:38 in the morning, and I need to go to sleep because I need to get up tomorrow. So, yeah, big up to everybody. Smash the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you for the support on the channel as always. It's always amazing, the support on the channel. Obviously, we just hit 3.8k, so big up to everybody on that one. Let's hit 3.9k. Let's hit 4k. Let's smash 5k. Big up to everybody, though. The grind continues. Till then, mia san mia. Peace out, people. Have a great day, guys.